Carved out of the beauty of the Northern California landscape is Sonoma Raceway. Today, the sun is trying to break through as crisp, cold air streams over and around the Sonoma mountain range. On June 23rd, the 12-turn, 2.52-mile facility will play host to the Toyota Save Mart 350, the 14th race on the 2013 Sprint Cup Series schedule. It's the first of 2 road course races this season. Today, the seats are empty, but in a couple of weeks, fans will witness one of NASCAR's most unique and competitive events. One of North America's most versatile and successful road racing drivers is back behind the wheel in NASCAR's premier division, the Sprint Cup Series. Canada's Ron Fellows is a respected and feared wheelman when the series visits road courses. Circle Sport Racing has built, prepared, and hauled a new Chevrolet for Fellows to tame. Today, the engineers will put their binary breed to the test, while the car and crew chief put their years of stock car experience to work. This combination of dedicated data wranglers mixed with old-school wrenchmen is working together to put Fellows in a position to accomplish something truly special. The 2-day test at Sonoma Raceway is a critical component in the ultimate success of this venture. Fellows is no stranger to NASCAR, but the multi-time winner hasn't participated in a Sprint Cup event since 2011. The Sonoma test allows the veteran driver to refamiliarize himself with both car and track. In the time since Fellows' last Sprint Cup outing, much has changed. NASCAR's elite class has transitioned to the new Generation 6 race car that more closely resembles the look of the street-going versions of these 850 horsepower beasts. During the course of the 2-day test, these racing professionals, all from different backgrounds, come together for one purpose: to render the man and the machine into a perfectly tuned package that will challenge for the win on race day. After the green flag waves to start the Toyota Save Mart 350, the winner will be the driver who masters the track. It's 110 laps and grueling 1,320 turns through stunning elevation changes, sweeping corners, and tight hairpins that have made this legendary road course a fan favorite.
For me, this is awesome to be able to come to Sonoma with our Chevy SS, and the key here is getting forward traction. It's typically a slow track, very different than Watkins Glen. Here, the traction is at a premium, so it's all about managing it. After 5, 6, 7, 8 laps, it's not that different than almost like racing in the rain. It's just, you just get so much wheel spin off a lot of these corners. Again, because the track surface doesn't have a lot of grip, and the corners are slow, so you're not able to get any of the aerodynamic effect to keep the car stuck to the road.
The plan for the day is to start out with short runs, 3 laps at pace, come in to adjust and to discuss. Engineers comb the data. The car chief weighs potential adjustments while the driver gives his expert feedback. At this caliber, a racer can sense a 1/10 of a second difference by the feel of the wheel and pure instinct. Testing is a great time to shake down new carbs, find speed, and adjust for creature comforts. Ron Fellows has never driven a Gen 6 Sprint Cup car in competition. The cars have changed slightly, and the competition has become fierce. So this test is also important to find any edge possible.
Canadian Tire has been awesome for me since the nationwide race being in Montreal. After we won in 08, they jumped on board in 2010, and we've done nationwide races with the Canadian Tire in the car at both Circuit Villeneuve and Watkins Glen. And the opportunity that came up with Circle Sport and through Richard Childress' organization to do this because of the testing opportunity and perhaps a last shot for me to try to win a Sprint Cup race.
As the final hours of the test session heat up, the short runs become mock race runs. Sonoma Raceway is a slippery, tricky roller coaster ride of a racetrack. Fellows guides his Canadian Tire Chevrolet, never dropping a wheel. The Canadian hits his marks lap after lap, getting more and more comfortable with his new ride. While crew members pore over the feedback, coming in from both the computers and the veteran Canadian. From the moment the team unloaded on Monday to the end of the test on Tuesday, the chassis setup changed dramatically in terms of springs, sway bars, and shocks. Camber, caster, and toe settings were all adjusted after every run. It's all about finding total grip and a comfortable balance for the driver. A balanced race car makes for easier repetition and consistent lap times during the race. With soft hands on the wheel and a heel-toe reaction time of someone half his age, Ron Fellows returns to Sonoma feeling like he belongs. The team feels it as well. They know that this is the real deal. This time, they have a shot at being there at the end. It's an understatement to say that Fellows has accomplished a lot in his racing career. He's won at Le Mans. He's won at Daytona. He's won NASCAR nationwide and Truck Series races. Heck, he's won at almost every track and series he's ever competed in. But he's never won a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race. On June 23rd at Sonoma Raceway, Ron Fellows looks to fill the one void that remains on his incredible racing resume. All of Canada will be watching, cheering him on as he battles both the track and the biggest names in NASCAR in search of victory.